My dogs don't generally eat wet food because I like the fact that the dry food cleans their teeth so well. I save the squidgy treats for training, but I want to have a little play with sort of occupying them for a while. So I'm going to use some of this Forthglade, which I've used in the previous dogs, and really good product. But any of the wet foods will do, to be honest. And first, I'm going to try them in slow feeder bowls and see how long it takes them to eat. I'm going to use an equal amount in each, and obviously it's not a lot because they don't need a lot. So 2 different designs of bowls. I think that one's going to take the longest, but we'll wait and see. Let's see what they think. Now usually Merlin eats in his crate and Oaty eats in the kitchen, but I'm going to have her out here so we can see. So, wait. Okay. She's not the brightest, bless her. Right, let's see how we get on with this. So we can see it's definitely taken them both a lot longer than if this were just in a bowl. That small amount of food would have been gone way earlier. Yeah, you see how he's having to lick around all those nodules, isn't he? Whereas I think Oaty's is a bit easier, but it's a bit deeper. I also should have probably put on a non-slip mat. But this means that tiny bit of meat has taken well over a minute so far. Good girl, you finished yours? Well done. So I'll just go check. And you finished yours. Okay, not bad at all. Right, let's try popping a bit of meat in a couple of toys. Now these toys I usually use for dried food, and I've got a lovely lady who lets Merlin and Oaty out when I'm at work. And the dried food stuffed in them can last a nice length of time. But let's try it with wet and see what happens. Well, I must say the snake was easy to prepare, but in reality I don't think I could prepare those and leave them for someone else to feed. But let's see how we get on. Okay. So that Meercat ball, I've had that for quite a long time actually. It washes up really well. It's lasted ages. Merlin, you go back to yours please. Good boy. But it is obviously taking him quite a while, which is why he's not as foodie as Oaty, and he sort of went, well, it was going to be that hard, I won't do it. Again, that snake. I've got 2 of those, we've had those for ages. Maybe we are down to 1. I haven't, that's it, Oaty's done. That Meercat ball is taking a lot longer. It was trickier to prepare. You can see just how... Good girl. Oaty, come away, darling. Good girl. With all those gaps. Right, guys, wait. I will let them swap. Okay. So let's give Oaty a go with the bowl. He's quite happy finishing off the snake and any bits have been left in it. And you can see the ball is taking Oaty quite a while. So we're already, that's taken a lot longer than the slow feed bowl. It does take time to... Merlin, come away, darling. Good boy. We did swapsies, didn't we? Good lad. It does take longer to prepare though. So things I like about that Meercat ball is it really does take for ages, but I've just had to pull it out from being stuck behind a chest. It is probably better for crates and for sort of areas, but it can't roll away. But look how long that's taken. A pair of them. Well, we're still going with that Meercat ball. We've got a bit of a 5-minute mark now. And actually, this is one I can leave with Merlin. He chewed some plastic of the slow feeder bowl. I haven't tried him for snake because it's just tended to be OTs. But yeah, you can see how that really sort of gives them something to do. Good girl. We'll try something else in a minute. Marrowbones, these are ones that they've had the middle out of. And let's pop a little bit of meat in. Now I've only put meat in one end because it just makes them far easier to deal with. But let's see what they think of those. There's one for Merlin and there's one for Oti. Don't worry, that rug is due to go outside and be washed today. Right, using the pour on bone method. Okay, Merlin has actually finished up everything. Let's see, have a quick swap. So yeah, you can see, didn't last them nearly as long, to be honest. Lastly, I'm going to try Kong and Chili Penguin. Now the Kongs are designed to be stuffed with all sorts right to the top, same as Chili Penguin. That's not what I'm doing today to make a fair comparison, but we'll see how we do. So let's try these. I'm going to give Merlin the Chili Penguin, Oti the Kong, so I've given Oti the tougher one because it moves around, because she's more foodie. So you can see that's really keeping her pretty occupied. Both of these products actually work really well frozen. These are great for sort of freezing a bit of air dried food, bit of wet food, some pieces of carrot, a bit of apple, maybe use some gravy. See, the Chili Penguin, it's taking quite a while for Merlin, and it's easy enough for him that he's kept at it, whereas the others, when they proved tougher, he got bored, didn't he? So that's worth noting. If you've got a dog that's not going to be sort of particularly persistent, that type of thing might be a better idea. Whereas for Oti, this is the one that's occupying her for the longest. She's wedged up against the sofa now. I like that both of these are tough and resilient. I will add a disclaimer in, I haven't used any licky mats, simply because it worried me considerably when he chewed some of that licky mat. I'd only gone upstairs, it was while he was quite a young puppy, and he chewed the edge of it. I quite like the look of the UFO bowls and some of the other licky mat products, but they're a bit expensive for me to try and risk them not working. Whereas you can see just how resilient these two are. I could leave these products with the dogs and know that they're safe. Right, so Otie's had enough for Kong now. But look at that, Merlin's still going with that penguin. Alright, Swap says. Now my dogs are used to sharing food. They're scatter fed in the morning, so I know there's going to be no aggression if they do swap food. Chews, on the other hand, we keep very separate. Okay, so he's having a good go at that. Interesting, he's going for the other end of the Kong. So there we go. I think these are probably the two products that would keep them entertained for the longest. Please tell me what you think in the comments, and I'd love to hear of products that you use. Anything else that I haven't thought of. It's always good to give them something a bit different. Well, there we go, everyone. We've tried out a few different products today. And the penguin and Kong, I think, have won. Take care, everyone. He's a good boy. And we'll see you all soon. Whilst I'm sat editing the video, 10 minutes later, Merlin is still exploring the Meercat pool. He's also gone back to the marrowbone. So actually it seems that with the wet meat, anything that sort of the flavour and the taste sticks to will take them longer to eat and to occupy them. So there we go. We'll keep playing with products.